Okay, I've been holding this video for a while because I never had the time, but now I'm finally gonna do it. So this is going to be the Act 5.3 cover, I guess. I'm gonna cover every quest in Act 5.3 and 5.4 in the same video. So basically, how do I put it? I'm just gonna be ranking each and every quest from each individual chapter, from hardest to the least hardest. Let's get into it. So for 5.3, I think the easiest quest is Dire Warning, because the easiest part only has 6 fights, and those are 6 easy fights. So what you do is you take the teleporter, go down to A, Nebula, Star-Lord, Iron Man, not that bad. Just Nebula has unblockable special, enhanced special 1, parry and recovery, so just be careful of that. And then port to A, you can either take Hulkbuster or Deadpool. I took Winter Soldier and Elektra because I found this easier. And when I did this, I was on my last revive because I did 5.1, 5.3.1, 5.3.2, and 5.3.3 back to back to back. I had my last revive, which I chucked on Domino, and then I used it on this Rogue, and she was very easy. Just I didn't parry much, so basically she's got unblockable finale. So as long as she's below 25%, she's gonna be unblockable. Just get good at intercepting. Recovery, just bait the special ones. Combo shield, doesn't really matter. Checkmate, just not that bad. And she's got nothing much else going for her, so she's pretty easy. But in my opinion, that was the only easy quest in 5.3. Okay. So the next easiest, I think, I found 5.3.5. Crap, I keep pressing the wrong stuff. Preview, sorry. So this one, so for the global node, the main global node for 5.3.5 is that all champions except mutant have a 50% damage reduction, and the theme for 5.3 is that all classes except one have a 50% damage reduction. So last quest was all champions except mutant. This quest is all champions except skill. So it's not that. So this quest is not that bad if you have the right champions. Starkey was a big MVP for me. So first I took Rocket Raccoon, Thor, Jane Foster, very easy. Is there anything going on about them? No. Standard Act 5 nodes. AA, pretty easy. Vulture, pretty easy. Groot, pretty easy. Venom, just make those special ones. I ported to A. Yondu, bringing a bleed immune. I recommend bringing in Blackwater Clairvoyant. For the utility. Then Unstoppable Colossus, I'd recommend bringing a champion that can place a slow on the opponent, so you can't go unstoppable. I personally use Stealth Spidey, and Stealth Spidey was really good for that fight. Civil Warrior, Iron Fist, very easy. Cyclops, not that bad. Iron Man, just trying to out damage the region in whatever way you can. Black Widow, not Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, pretty easy. Black Panther Civil War. With Black Panther Civil War, what you want to do is not parry him when he's got armor up. So when he's got armor up, try to stay away from those parries. All he's really got is Pessimist, Mystic Ward, and Optimist. So not that bad. Clairvoyant was a massive MVP. I don't know why. But she was really helpful that fight. So next, I think the next easiest quest, I think, is 5.3.2. So this one is all champions except Tech have a 50% damage reduction. So you can either take Yellow Jacket or Juggernaut or Hyperion and Gamora. Pretty easy. Well, there's not what I mean pretty easy. They're a pain. I took Hyperion because I'm bad at baiting the special one on Yellow Jacket, and whenever the power stings expire, I kept getting stunned and I got clapped several times by him. So Hyperion, try to bait out the special ones and special twos. Gamora, pretty easy. Port to A. Thor Jane Foster, Cyclops Blue Team, Punisher, pretty easy. Punisher becomes indestructible on at 1 HP. And what else has he got? That's pretty much it. Report to A, Wolverine and Hulkbuster, pretty easy. Report to Falcon and Black Panther Civil War, pretty easy. Then report to A, which is Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and Electro. 3 pretty easy fights. Just watch out for the thorns damage. And then you port to A. Then you take then I took this short path, porting straight to Howard. And for Howard, you kind of want to bring in Mr. Fantastic. Activate the Petrify pre-fight. So that yeah, because he's got Power Start 2. And with the Petrify, it only makes it 1 1/3. So the special one's a lot easier to bait out than the special 2. So next, I think next would be 5.3.4. So the previous one was Tech. This one is all champions except Cosmic. And by now you should have a key. So I went to the middle, went to Rhino and Captain America, pretty easy. And then I used a Cosmic key right here. So up on this path, which is the easiest path, which is Kamala Khan, Drax, Gamora, and Carnage. They're all melee opponents, so nothing too bad about them. They have the choice to port to A or B. I ported to B, because if you didn't know, Vulture's Link Node is stun immunity, and Hyperion Boss would be a lot easier if you can actually stun him. So Nebula and Vulture, pretty easy. Yondu, just watch out for the bleeds. Starkey, just trying to bring in a True Strike champ. Corvus with Proximus Synergy would be amazing for that. Would be amazing for this. Because A, he doesn't have the damage reduction. B, he can gain a lot of glaive charges throughout this path. I think for glaive charges wise, I was getting 2 there. You can get 1 there. And I think 1 from Starkey. So you got 2 charges going into the Hyperion fight, and 2 charges is quite a bit extra damage. The second hardest, I personally think, is 5.3.6. The only reason why I didn't rank it first is because the only annoying fight was Iceman And Iceman can be pretty easily dealt with if you have like a Corvus. So previous one was all champs except Cosmic. This one's all champs except all champs except Science. So what I did was I went to Ronan, King Groot, two pretty easy fights. Gwenpool, pretty easy. Ultron, goofed up a few times against him because of how many times he evades. Angela, Cap, Stark, Spidey, Civil Warrior, and Loki, pretty easy. Porter A, this Iceman. All you want to do is just bring in, just chuck a few boosts, and then have a fully healed champion. Then Doc Ock, pretty easy, just special 2 bias, energized 1, so he's going to be throwing his special 2s a lot. I recommend just pushing him to special 1. And Green Goblin, which is your average Green Goblin fight. Just watch out for the parry. That's all. So, the hardest quest in Act 5.3 is 5.3.1. I used a lot of revives on this quest. Oh, and if you're wondering why this random team is up right now, this is the team I was using to take down Quest 1 of Variant 8. It was like trying to stack up my 1-star Deadpool as much as possible, because if you didn't know, Classic Deadpool is pretty darn OP, even as a 1-star for Variant 8. What I did was not for Variant 8, but for this quest, so this is all champions except Mystic, I ported to A. And for Punisher, Punisher goofed up against him. Cable, just wanna power lock him. Magical Warlock would be really useful against Cable. Karnak, pretty easy. Electro, just watch out for the thorns. Hood, don't let him get invisible. Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, Thorn, Jane Foster, Groot, Ant-Man, Kamala Khan, and Inferior Iron Man were pretty easy. Then you had the choice to port to A or B. I personally chose A. So, Black Widow enhanced crits, so your crits are going to hit for a lot. Direct damage, which is not fun. And Mordo, so whenever I fight Mordo, he has a tendency to astral evade like every hit. So what I did was I would keep using revives on Falcon, get the Locked On in. So if you don't know what Locked On does, Locked On basically increases Falcon's damage to an absurd amount, and then the opponent can't evade, which is really helpful. Yeah, so Falcon is a big MVP for this quest. So there's 5.3 covered. Now I'm about to dig into 5.4. See you in a sec.